Hey guys, Seth Feider, Bassmaster Elite Series angler here. We're with Midwest Outdoors doing a little fall bass fishing. Just got out here and got the first one hooked up. Big old bass on a Rapala DT. Fish are really putting on the feed bag, getting ready for winter. And today I'm going to show you how to catch these fall metro bass. And Rapala DT 16 is one of the best ways to do it. They're getting big and fat right now, feeding up. It's a fun time of year to catch some really big fish. Right now these fish are kind of getting scattered. It's starting to get cold at night. We still got fish deep, we still got fish shallow. This particular lake, there's a lot of rock piles in it. They'll really relate to those. There's a lot of crawfish, a lot of bluegills in there. That's mostly what they're eating now. It's a good representation of it. Pretty off-color water, so I choose a little brighter bait. But just covering a lot of water this time of year is key, and crankbait's about the best way to do it. I can throw it a mile, wind it, and just keep moving and covering water and trying to find a few active fish. Getting that bait a lot better now though. That's another thing when you're crankbait fishing. Mess around, get you a few different colors each bait you really like. Mess around with it, you know. If you get fish, you know, hooked outside the mouth, just barely hooked on it, you might not have, they like the bait, but they might not have the best color. When you start getting them T-boned in the mouth and they got both hooks in there, then you know you're throwing the right color. So we're back and see if we can't get another one. Oh, he ain't that bad. That one got it good. Oh. Think you wanted that bait? That Rapala T-bone in his mouth. Not a super huge fish, but like I said, they're getting really fat this time of year. You got a really good shot at catching some of your biggest fish this time of year. That's what I love about fall fishing. This ain't a giant fish, but a lot of the fish in the summer that are weighing 4 pounds are now 5-pound fish just because they're eating so much and getting really thick. A few important things to deep cranking. The setup I use a 6:3 to 1 gear ratio reel, a little bit slower reel for cranking. It helps get the bait down there a little deeper. And one of the most important things, I use an 8-foot rod. That might seem a little long to you, but casting distance is kind of the key in deep cranking. The further I can throw my bait, the deeper it'll go, and the longer it'll stay in the strike zone for me. So I make a super long cast, wind it down until I start hitting bottom. Then I'll just kind of slow pull this along, almost kind of pumping my rod a little bit, really trying to bounce off the rock. A crankbait gets a lot of reaction bites, and it's a great way to catch fish when they're not in the most active moods. Hooked up again. Yeah, that's funny. We fished this spot right away this morning. It was 38 degrees when we put the boat in the water this morning. I think it had them in a funk this morning. We come back here, that sun's gotten up a little bit. Heated the water up and fish are biting now. Got that school fired up with the crankbait, and now we're just pounding on them. Another nice chunky fish, getting real thick, getting ready for winter. We were running north to south with our casts and catching them pretty good. Another thing, and they kind of quit biting on us for a second there. Another thing you can do is switch your angle. Like I said, we were throwing north-south on it, and then I got on the other side of it, and now we're throwing east-west on it, and just picked up a fish right away. Just a little different angle, something they haven't seen. Get you some extra fish off these spots. I really love this DT series. It's the same bait in smaller and larger sizes. They have it from a 4-foot bait all the way to a 20-foot bait. And personally, the 10s and the 16s are my personal favorite, but it's nice they have a whole family of lures that you can use almost the same bait. It'll cover all the depth zones. As far as crankbait fishing goes, these are the 3 basic colors I really like to use. A crawfish pattern. This is really good anytime you're eating crawdads, and it works good in clear water and dirty water. And then I'll use 2 variations of essentially a minnow pattern. One's your textbook white minnow pattern. I'll use that typically in clearer water. This lake's got a pretty brown stain to it, so I opted for the more chartreuse pattern. It's a good representation of bluegills too in this off-color water. Any variation of these 3 colors does basically get you through all your crankbait fishing throughout the year. There we go. That's what you get out of bed in the cold in the fall for right there. Little big head. I love this fall fishing, catching these big ones this time of year. Super great time of year to fish up in the North Country. My favorite time of year, lots of guys are out hunting. I'm Seth Feider, and stay tuned for more Midwest Outdoors.